Good late Friday night, everyone. And yet again, we're dealing with more severe weather across the area. And it's going to last for somewhat for tonight into Saturday. Could be a significant severe weather outbreak tomorrow across parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, maybe Missouri into western Arkansas, maybe parts of Texas again, with a tornado outbreak possible as well across Oklahoma and Kansas tomorrow. And then that's going to spread east as we go into Sunday. There's a lot of people. I mean, this is a holiday weekend. A lot of people got plans. Got to stay up on the weather. Tomorrow looks very, very nasty, especially later in the day into the evening. So we're going to go over future radar here in just a few minutes and go over the threats as well for the rest of your weekend. But first, I wanted to show you all the way back on the 19th. This is when the severe weather started going nuts across the area. So this is the 19th, May 19th. We had 20 tornado reports, some across Oklahoma into Kansas, parts of even up towards Illinois, even 255 wind reports and 123 hail reports. This is only on the 19th. We go to the 20th and had a few more tornadoes up here in parts of Nebraska into Iowa. And then we get into the 21st, 42 tornado reports all the way down to the parts of Oklahoma, Missouri. And that's where those nasty tornadoes came through parts of southwestern Iowa and ripped up that, I believe it was Greenwood, that devastating EF4 tornado, high-end EF4 tornado that went through that community there. So this is the 21st. Here's the 22nd. We had 7 tornado reports, 232 wind reports, 137 hail reports. Just for, I believe that was yesterday. Yes. No. This is yesterday. Yesterday we had 26 tornado reports, 202 wind reports, and 106 hail reports. So, like I said, this severe weather just keeps on going, and this is today so far. 5 tornado reports, 91 wind reports, and 89 hail reports. This is all severe reports that are coming in. So, very nasty severe weather period we've been having over the last week to 10 days across the area, and it's only going to get worse as we go in through tomorrow across the area. Let me try to minimize this down just a little bit. So here is Saturday. Okay, very significant severe weather is possible across parts of Oklahoma into Kansas, into parts of west central Missouri, all in the red here. It's a level 4 out of 5 for tomorrow. In the orange, level 3 out of 5, enhanced risk, all the way down to parts of Texas here, all the way edging into southwestern Missouri and into parts of northern Kansas. Level 2, slight risk, all the way down into parts of Texas, into parts of Arkansas, and up into Nebraska. This is for tomorrow. Okay, so several strong to violent tornadoes, extreme hail, probably to softball size, and corridors of widespread wind damage of 90 miles per hour or greater is forecasted in parts of central and southern plains from late Saturday afternoon into tomorrow night. Okay, and then this will spread east as we go into Sunday. But let's take a look at the tornado outlook for tomorrow. This hatched area, significant tornadoes are possible. Greater than EF2 strength could be possible in parts of northern Texas in through most of central Oklahoma to northeastern Oklahoma, south central to southeastern Kansas as well. Anywhere in the yellow, you have a 10 to 14% likelihood of seeing a tornado within 25 miles at any given point. And we get up here into the red dashed areas here, 15 to 29% probability of a tornado within 25 miles of any given point. So these storms are going to be very explosive as we go into late tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to show you future radar here in just a second. So severe wind outlook, talking about 45 to 60% likelihood of severe wind. This hatched area has a probability of seeing hurricane force winds or greater. Storm Prediction Center highlighted up to 90 mile per hour winds could be possible with some of this complex of storms that could be coming tomorrow night in through parts of Kansas into Missouri. So that's something we got to bear watching. Hail. We've been talking about significant hail. We've been talking about hail up to softball size, it seems like, for several days. And tomorrow is the same old across this area. Oklahoma, Kansas into Texas, anywhere in those black dashed areas, they're thinking upwards of lime size or greater. They're saying even possibly up to 4-inch diameter, which is softball size hail, could be possible tomorrow. So very devastating possible day for tomorrow. And then as we go into Sunday, this all shifts east northeast into parts of Missouri, Illinois, into Kentucky, Indiana, slight risk all the way down through most of Arkansas into Mississippi, parts of Tennessee as well. So severe thunderstorms, like I said, likely Sunday to Sunday night across parts of middle Mississippi and lower Ohio valleys. So all modes of severe weather will be possible as well. Could be a couple strong tornadoes, could be some big time hail and damaging winds, probably upwards of 70 to 80 miles per hour on Sunday as well. And then finally, as we get towards, look at this, Monday through Friday next week, there is nothing on the severe weather map, which is very good news. We need a break across the area. Okay. All right. Let's go into future radar real quick here. So this is 1 a.m. in the morning on Saturday. See this little storm complex that came through Little Rock. Basically, there's a lot of power outages down through there. Again, get 50 to 60 plus mile per hour winds, 2-inch in diameter hail in a few spots. This is going to be heading towards Memphis as we go to 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. And this is, like I said, this is 2 o'clock. Here's 4 o'clock. This is racing through parts of Tennessee towards Nashville. And that'll get into Nashville. There'll be some widely scattered storms around southern Arkansas into Mississippi and Alabama as we get into the 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then it kind of dies out throughout the day. And then as we go in through tomorrow night, this is the 7 o'clock hour. This is when the storms are going to explode across parts of Oklahoma into Texas and Kansas. And there's going to be another complex of storms that develops up here in Nebraska and Kansas. And that's going to move southeast and deliver possibility up to 90 mile per hour winds as well. I'm going to show you that. So very up and down central parts of Oklahoma, right around after dark tomorrow. Could be some big time supercells, big hail. Like I said, upwards of softball size, damaging, potentially catastrophic tornadoes could be possible tomorrow across this area. So we have to stay weather aware. Like I said, we're going into a holiday weekend. You got to have a way to get warnings and stay up on the weather. Most of the day should be okay. It's just as we go into the afternoon, things are going to start going downhill as we get to late afternoon and into the evening across that area. So as we go throughout the night, as we go to about 11 o'clock in the evening, some of these storms look like they're going to start dying down as they head towards eastern Oklahoma. We'll see how that plays out. This has not been um, this hasn't been that great of a tool lately, but it gives us good timing. So don't think that it's not going to storm around Tulsa at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Or it's not going to storm at all. It's not showing that. That's not what we're saying. You need to expect storms tomorrow evening around the area. Okay, so as we go in through midnight, you see this big complex of storms that's riding out of Kansas in through Missouri. This is going to deliver some big wind coming into, like I said, Kansas into Missouri with upwards of 80 to 90-mile-an-hour winds. And that's going to dive southeast. And then another complex is coming in behind it. And then this is going to dive into the Ohio Valley as we go to Sunday afternoon. And then more storms developing out behind it around 7 o'clock. Another nasty line of storms, and then another line of storms here, possibly through Memphis, just north of Nashville. So the continuous train of severe weather is going to keep happening throughout the weekend. And then Monday, we're finally going to catch a little bit of a break. There could be some rain and storms out east towards the Mid Atlantic, eastern parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. But as of right now, nothing looks severe as of right now for Monday. And then most of the week looks like we're going to possibly dry out across the southern plains and warm up dramatically as well. So it's going to be lots of cleanup over the next week because we've had, like I said, nonstop severe storms. And I'm sure you guys are getting tired of hearing me talk about it every night. It seems like we need a break really badly across the area. All right, so basically that's the latest. We will more than likely be live tomorrow evening for this tornado outbreak that's going to happen through parts of Texas into Oklahoma and Kansas. So we'll probably be live most of the evening tomorrow night, delivering live coverage, trying to keep you guys ahead of what's coming with some of these supercells that pop up. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be a significant tornado day across Oklahoma into Kansas, as well as northern parts of Texas. EF2 or greater in intensity, strong tornadoes is possible. Upwards of softball size hail could be possible as well. And then there's a wind threat as well. Basically overnight, it's going to transition into a complex of storms, and that's going to deliver possibly up to 90-mile-per-hour winds in parts of Kansas into possibly Missouri as we go in through Kansas, Oklahoma into Missouri, possibly even Arkansas. We'll see how this plays out. But we may be live in the morning to give you a little bit of an update. And then we'll be live tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, probably throughout the evening, going over any watches and warnings throughout the area and keep you guys ahead of what's happening. Okay, so that's all for this evening. Have a great evening. You need to stay weather aware for the rest of this weekend. Like I said, significant severe weather is possible all the way through this weekend, through most of the south central areas, and even over towards the Ohio Valley, even as we go towards Sunday. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening, and please have a way to get warnings this weekend.